Hey, what is going on YouTube? Aaron here. We are here at the home screen, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over my top 3 picks for German ships as it is German Fleet Week or whatever it is. A little disclaimer before we get into it, make sure you guys use code Aaron for 0% off. No, that's a joke, but if you don't have your rent paid, guys, or you're behind on your payments, don't be buying these ships. Any ship that is on sale, you still have to spend real money for. Do I ever think a boat's going to be worth $70 personally? No, even though I have spent that multiple times in this game. Maybe not multiple, but I have spent a lot of money on this game. That being said, we're going to go and turn off my camera here so you guys can see the full screen. On the opposite end of that, if some people want to buy a ship, let them buy a ship in peace. I am just offering my personal experience and my personal opinions about the best German ships. So make sure you guys go over to the special tab here. It is the Iron Might. There are some other deals, but at the end of the day, Wargaming is just trying to get you to spend money in the store here. There are a few insignia sets and things like that. I don't really think any of these are ever worth it. Black Friday crates maybe, or the Santa crates are the best crate values in my opinion. I'm going to give you guys my top 3, and it starts with the T61. Now, I'm going to have maybe a 3A and a 3B for 2 reasons, and we'll get into it at that time. But all of these ships are currently 25% off for the next 4 days. It'll probably be 3 days by the time you watch this video, so if you've been meaning or wanting to purchase a German ship, now is the time. There are also 2 other ships in the store, not the Racing Legends. I think it is the USS Kidd and the Julio Cesar. So let's go over to the ships tab. If you were looking for a battleship, the Julio is probably your best bet, and it's very inexpensive, I guess. 4,000 doubloons is about 20 bucks. Or 5,000 doubloons, which is the minimum, I think, is about 20 bucks. So that will be a great little fun ship at the tier. Personally, tier 4 is a little bit too low for me, so I would be going higher. Another option, I don't know if you saw in the front page there, is the USS Kidd, and that is a fantastic pick of a destroyer. It is a very good ship, it is a very historic ship, and it is currently on sale. It is a gunboat through and through. If you try to use torpedoes on this thing, you will fail, but it teaches you to play a little bit better. So just a great overall ship, a good moneymaker as well at tier 6, which is kind of one of the criteria I used for that. But alas, this is not a video for any of those ships really, but just a few ships that are currently on sale. The top 3 picks I would pick, as I mentioned, number 1 would be the T61. I really enjoy this boat. It is an excellent boat. It has great sonar, it has great guns, it has great torpedoes, great concealment. It's literally, I would consider almost overpowered at the tier. It has what, 8-kilometer torps. They go pretty far. It has 128 guns with a 3-second reload. The concealment is good. The A is not the best, but that's not really what we're worried about with a tier 5 destroyer. So and decent survivability. Now, that being said, destroyers are a little bit difficult to master and to play well in terms of your credit earning potential. And for that reason, my second pick is going to be going to the Scharnhorst. The Scharnhorst was one of the first premium ships, or maybe the second premium, I'm not exactly sure. It was a very early ship to come into the game. And I remember facing this and saying, wow, I can't, it's a very difficult tanky ship. Now it does sacrifice a little bit in terms of its lower gun caliber. I think it has, 283s. So, you're not going to be overmatching much at all, but if you play smart and switch your ammo types, you will be doing very well with this ship. The reason I picked the Scharnhorst at my second choice is it is a credit earning ship, it is a moneymaker, and it is just a German battleship through and through. Now, honorable mentions, a few ships that will gain honorable mentions here are the Graf Spee. The Graf Spee is one of the more historic ships in the fact that it took, I think it was the Battle of the River Plate. My historians are going to correct me on that, where the Graf Spee basically took on a third of the British Navy and almost prevailed. I think it was sunk in port there. Another honorable mention is the Z39, although if you're going to pick the Z39, I would just go ahead and pick the Z35, and that brings me into my third pick, which is the Z35. Now, the reason you would pick the Z35 over the Z39 is the Z35 is basically the same ship, except it has faster reloading guns. Now they are smaller caliber, they are the 128s, but you can see here it has a with our current build, it has a 3.3 second reload, whereas the Z39 is almost the identical boat, but it has the 150s. Now the 150s do a lot more damage, but that being said, it's not that much more, and you're not really getting that much more out of them. So I would much rather have the faster firing guns. It has about the same torpedoes and the same German sonar. Now, the reason that I choose the Z35 in my third slot, it is just one of the better German ships, tier for tier. It is basically a T61 at tier 6. Now, these are the ships that I have the most fun in. If you're not that great in destroyers, then I would definitely pick the Munchen. Now the Munchen is a little bit more skillful. Cruisers at tier 6 do suffer, but I believe you're going to be earning more credits at the tier. So my picks are as follows. Number 1, the T61. Number 2, the Scharnhorst. Number 3, the Z35 with, if for some reason you get the Z39, out of a crate, it's very similar to the Z35. It's a good boat. And number 3 being the Z35, and number 3B being the Munchen, if you're not good in destroyers. Both of these ships are going to net you more credits, but I feel like the Munchen is going to just do a little bit more in terms of credit earning potential, with honorable mentions going to the Graf Spee and the Z39 as well. So the Graf Zeppelin I would absolutely avoid at all costs, and honestly same for the PEF. Now the PEF gets a bad rap. It's honestly not a bad ship. But it's a mediocre tier 5 battleship, and there are so many better options at tier 5. The Queen Elizabeth, that's not a premium, but the Warspite, the California, the Hyuga. There is pretty much, you could pick a nation and there's a better tier 5 battleship for it. The Strasbourg, I think, if that's at tier 5, I'm drawing a blank on that one right now. But those are my picks, guys, and there's just a little bit more information about a few ships in the store, and yeah, the current ships on sale. Now this sale, like we mentioned, does last for 4 days. Make sure you use my code, AARON for 0% off. No, I'm just kidding. But I hope that helps you guys make an informed decision. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments down below, if you'll be picking these ships up. I haven't done a video like this, and I honestly need to do a video for more ships in the future. Do not buy the Atlantico. That is another huge disclaimer. But here they are, and yeah, that is the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. AARON out. Peace.